You. Good morning, everyone. Yes, you pronounced my name correctly. It's Zanri Kritzinger. It's quite a difficult one. But yes, I'll share my screen to show you. Okay, so firstly, I just want to say thank you for including us in this wonderful initiative and the first Tabadul day. That's a very big honor to be here today. And I'm speaking on behalf of the team at Clean Rivers Hub. We are based in Barcelona, and my name is Zanri Kritzinger. Basically, in terms of communication strategy or in terms of communication, we have three different materials that we share. The promotional video that it's as fresh as can be. No one else has seen it yet. So this is officially the first platform that I'll be sharing the video with. It's the first draft, and there will be further iterations, but it's a good insight into what we are about at Clean Rivers Hub. We also then have a detailed document that we send to interested parties that we share with people that are wanting to know a little bit more, which I'll also show to you. And then we also have a summarized one-pager, which we basically just as a means to engage with someone or to get someone's engagement in a first email or a first contact to see if there are synergies that we can work on or work with. So without further ado, I'll share the video with you.
The large-scale restoration of ecosystems is becoming urgent. The window of opportunity is quickly closing. Waterway ecosystems are essential for human and animal life and for biodiversity in general. However, they are currently experiencing the effects of multiple threats. The problem is complex. Therefore, the solution requires an ecosystemic, multifaceted, customized, and comprehensive approach for every watershed basin. Clean Rivers Hub is a global meeting point that serves as a catalyst for solutions aimed at cleaning and restoring waterway ecosystems. Our goal is to be a center of knowledge, methodologies, processes, and tools to escalate the restoration of these ecosystems. An exponential impact requires knowing each other, sharing, hybridizing, and scaling. We aim to connect initiatives being carried out around the world to achieve this impact. Companies, NGOs, technology centers, universities, governments, civil society. Together we are a global hub of shared knowledge and experiences, accelerating the cleanup and conservation of waterway ecosystems. Innovation and communication are key to face this challenge and start making the world a better place.
Okay, and so that's the video, and it shows a nice summary in a visual way of sharing what we are about. Of course, I forgot to mention that we also have a website, of course. So there we also have the different solutions that I'll explain a bit now. But so the video we'll use also on social media and on LinkedIn, and also, of course, on the website, as well as sharing it with others. But it's also more just as an initial engagement. What I'll be doing now is I'll share the detailed document just so you see what it looks like, and then just go over the summarized one-pager. So our motto is to accelerate the cleaning and restoration of global freshwater ecosystems. And we don't say that we do that, because we are just one of the elements in a bigger ecosystem of initiatives working towards this. So we are, with this Let's Accelerate, we are inviting not only the initiatives, the NGOs, the groundwork people that are doing this work already, but also the public, the policymakers, the governments, everyone that plays a part into the livelihood of our rivers and our freshwater ecosystems. And that in essence means everyone that's alive, because we all need the rivers and we all need water. Further on, we explain a bit about the context of the situation, the challenge that we are facing, what we say we are focusing on, and what the solution is that we bring. We give a bit of detail about the strategy and objectives. This I'll talk about now when we go through the one-pager. We talk about what already exists in terms of solutions that are tackling this problem. And then we say what is our value proposition, what we do as a hub. And so that's all more detailed information. But like I said, I'll go through the one-pager in a bit So basically what we say is that the context that we are facing is that the freshwater ecosystems around the world are facing multiple threats. We all know about the plastic pollution and all the visible problems, but there are other problems such as loss of diversity, deforestation, soil degradation, and other effects of climate change that are just as important. So on top of all the pollution and the physical evidence we see that there's a problem, there's a much, much bigger problem that we also need to be aware of. The challenge that we are addressing, because there are many people already addressing this bigger context, but the challenge that we are addressing is that there are so many initiatives on the ground already working towards making progress in this area, but they're not always connected. And so that is why we decided to hub where we connect the different parties. We are in the beginning stages, but we already have quite a few solutions as part of our information hub. And what we are aiming to do is to connect with research and academic sectors, with NGOs, with volunteer groups, with policymakers, with government, to form a real connected network that together as a whole network, we can tackle this incredible challenge and try to make progress in this context. Our mission, or the solution that we propose, and that what we see as ourselves as the vision of this Clean Rivers Hub, is to be a global meeting point that serves as a catalyst for solutions aimed at cleaning and restoring waterway ecosystems. And how we would do that is through connections and partnerships established between the different actors. That's what I explained right now, is that we want to form a network and we want to be a connection between all the different actors in the arena already. What we do at the Hub is we anticipate by doing research, we inspire by creating content and by taking part in webinars and events like this, and we imagine, we visualize the change that we want to see. So we ask ourselves these questions, and we also ask these questions to the possible participants and the possible partners to our information hub. We are also leveraging for a greater positive impact by using the capabilities, the assets, the communities, the data, and the people who already exist. So we know that we don't have to start from scratch or reinvent the wheel by creating new assets or forming new communities, because all these things, the capabilities, the assets, the data, the communities, and the people already exist. So as I keep on repeating myself, we are trying to connect these different actors, and we are trying to leverage them for making a bigger and more positive impact. On the right-hand side of this document, you'll see a few links to different solutions that already address these challenges. And all of these are also, these and more are also on our website if you want to look at specific actions involved in cleaning rivers and oceans. And then as a final point, this you can also, I think we would be able to share afterwards. We can share these documents for anyone that's interested. I can share the video, I can share the detailed and the one-page document. But basically we say, as a hub, we think, we connect, and we do. And so I think that's the end of my presentation. So I'll stop sharing, and I'm sure there will be questions and interactions. So I'm happy to also answer that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Zanri. That was very explanatory and brief, and it's really nice to see so synthesized the communication tools that you are using to communicate about your mission and vision at the end for this super important task that you are actually advancing. So thank you so much for the video, which I know that it's like a premiere as well. To disseminate your work. I think nowadays video, which is one of the tools that we want to highlight today, are very effective to really get through different audiences. So that's why we encourage all of the speakers today to share a little bite of video that can really inspire and motivate others to do the same. So that's one of the elements that we will be discussing today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to speak now. Okay, I see that May has a question. Go ahead.
Yes, please. Thank you, Patricia. Mrs. Zanri, you talked about you are coordinating with academia, NGOs, civil society, but I didn't hear from you if you have any connection with the media or how you are utilizing the media.
Ah, very good question.
Thank you.
Yes, so we are. That's definitely one of the things that we have as our as a priority. But at the moment, what we are trying to do before we deal with media and before we reach out to media is to generate a bit of content to be able to share something. As I said, the video I received this night at 2 o'clock, so it's brand new. And on top of wanting to create some content to be able to share with media, we also want to have a base of partners, like I mentioned, the academia, government, and well, all the other entities, to be able to have something to offer to media. And then we will have a brainstorming session on which media facets to tackle, which we think would be better situated for the audience that we are trying to get at that stage. At this specific stage, we are in the stage of funding, and so we would direct our efforts in media and communication towards potential funders. So we would analyze who we would need to contact for that, and which media or which content and which methods or which platforms of media would be useful to contact these specific people. If I hope that answers your question. Another interesting question is, what exactly do you need from us to move forward with your plan? So I don't know if us is the general public or if us is a specific entity. So I'll general public. Great, thanks. And so at this stage, there are different ways of collaborating. One way is our website to get this more out in the world, so that all the different entities and initiatives working on this problem can connect with us, because in the end, the funders and the partners will look at who are already trusting us and who are already connected to us. So if you know of any entities that are not on our website yet, it's free of charge for any NGO or initiative to work with us. And so it's literally just partnering up with us, and that makes our reason and our motivation stronger to get funding or get further partnerships. But in general, as a normal public citizen, you can also take part in volunteer groups. And that's also one of the things that we'll have shortly on the website, is to be able to enter the website and apply to become a volunteer or to start a volunteer group wherever you are in the world. It's my pleasure.